Now let's understand the concept of ozone acidification. So what does ocean acidification mean? So acidification here means there is a decrease in the pH value, pH level. So let's say increase in the CO2 released into the atmosphere by various man-made or natural activities. Oceans, as we know, oceans act as a carbon sink. So this CO2 is absorbed by these oceans. So now what happens? So we know there is yeah. So H2O is the water and CO2 is absorbed by this water, which is ocean. So this leads to formation of H2CO3, which is carbonic acid. So it means H plus ions are increasing. So whenever H plus ions are increasing, it means pH is decreasing. So this leads to ocean acidification. So what are the effects of ocean acidification? Let's understand. So let's say this is some okay. Okay. So let's say this is the ocean and this is some imaginary line. So this is some imaginary line, let's say some imaginary line. So how we are drawing this imaginary line is basically above this line there are saturated carbonate ions, so which is favorable for COCO3 formation, which leads to the which leads in the formation of coral reefs. And below this imaginary line, there is an unsaturated carbonate ions. So we call this imaginary line as carbonate compensation depth. So this is the thing. So now what happens? What's the relation of this carbonate compensation depth with ocean acidification? Whenever ocean acidification happens. So how ocean acidification happens? We already understand. With release of more CO2 leads to formation of more hydro H plus ions. Release of more H plus ions in the ocean. So this leads to the formation of this leads to the decrease of pH level. It is called ocean acidification. Okay, fine. So okay, ocean acidification happens now with formation with ocean acidification happening. There will be a decrease of saturated carbonate ions. So what does it mean by decrease of saturated carbonate ions? So it means the imaginary line is rising above. So we get this carbonate compensation depth level is increasing. So it means saturated carbonate ions are decreasing. So decrease of saturated carbonate ions leads to increase in the level of CCD. It means CCD level is going up. So it means decrease of coral reefs and decrease of calcifying ability. So this is the major effect of ocean acidification.